All right, so today I want to try something a little bit new on the channel. Don't think I've done this before, but it was something that I thought about because, out of all the cases that I talk about, there are a select few that I actually use on an everyday basis. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes my thoughts change throughout me using that case for weeks, months, whatever it may be. Maybe let's talk about it on camera because that may persuade someone to maybe go with a different option or something like that. So this is going to be the Phone Rebel Gen 6. Y'all already know, man, one of my favorite cases. This is going to be a review after a month of using it. I've had it for a little roughly over a month, kind of a little bit before I did the video on it. And you already know what I think about Phone Rebel cases, man. They're some of my favorite out there on the market when it comes to the iPhone, and I typically love them as soon as they come out the box. But then sometimes things may change as I start using it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it, man. A month into using this case right here, and I'm gonna tell you what, I can't even lie to you. You know I have tons of cases sitting down here, and the case that's basically been on my phone since I've done that review, Phone Rebel Gen 6. This thing has hardly, if even if it has, came off my phone. This has been one of my number one used cases. I've absolutely loved it. So what do I feel about it after using it for a month? Now, the first thing that I kind of had to get used to, especially coming from the older gens, was the grip. The grip is basically reduced from what we've seen coming from the Phone Rebel Gen 5. Now, in my opinion, I'm like, all things need grip. We don't need to be reducing any grip, man. If anything, we need to add more. But when it comes to this case right here, I can honestly say, even with the reduced grips on the side, this case is still very easy to grip, very easy to hold on to. I think they did a very good job of just reducing a little bit of that grip pattern that some people felt may have been a little bit too rough when you're talking about it being on your hands to something that's a little bit more subtle, but still able to get the job done. So I do love the subtle reduced grips on the side. I was a little bit questionable about it when it first came out, but after this month or some time using it, it has been just fine. I haven't had any issue when it comes to the grip. Now, the all one piece design, because honestly, in the past like 2 weeks, I've seen people send me, one person shared a video, a picture in the Discord of a Phone Rebel Gen 5 splitting, and one of my other guys that's a creator also sent me a picture of a Phone Rebel coming apart. And I'm like, damn, this is only after a short period of time. But honestly, the one piece design for me has been absolutely amazing. After seeing those pictures, now I kind of understand why they decided to go with the one piece design, the one all molding. So I'm feeling it. I like the one piece design. I think it feels good. There is no issues with it, and it feels good. Now, one thing that I did really like that, a part of it I didn't like that they took the rear feet away from us. If you know what I'm talking about, the Phone Rebel of previous always had the 4 feet on the corner, and that allowed it to be able to, when you place it on the back of your table, if you had to place it on maybe a rough surface or something like that, you won't be touching the back of it. It'll be getting scratched up prematurely. You see what I'm saying? And they took the feet off the back of them, but when you're holding the phone now, I feel like it does feel more comfortable. The whole thing that Phone Rebel was doing when it comes to the Gen 6 was making things a little bit more slimmer, and that's exactly what they did in this case. Actually feels really good in the hands because a person like myself is starting to lean more onto the minimal side of things, and for this to be as thin as it is, as tight as it is, giving them that sounded crazy, giving you the grip and the protection, man. This is why this case has not came off my phone. Now, there is some things that aren't all the way perfect. So let's go ahead and pop it out of the phone, in the case out of the phone real quick. And let me go ahead and share some things. Now, I've been running the Gen 6 in this configuration right here, just all matte black, just standard. The way you'll get it if you bought it online, I think this is the way you'll get it. I don't know if you get the black or some down that little bronzy type color. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the configuration that I've been running. Real plain Jane, stealthy born when it comes to the all black. And one thing that just annoys the hell out of me is what Phone Rebel has going on with these little ass screws. That's just, I gotta call it for what it is. Those little screws are a pain in the you know what. I don't like them. They're easy to strip and I have all the right tools for it. Seems to be just a little bit soft when you're talking about the metal. I don't mess with it. This is the configuration that I'm running with because I'm just not a big fan of the whole screw-on design. I think they can easily go back to the pop in, pop out. That didn't hurt a single soul, just like it is when it comes to the buttons, which I'm also rocking that matte black button. So I've been running this configuration for some time and I just like it. Plain, simple, clean, gets the job done. Now, one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of is this little Rebel insertion piece down here at the side, because this little thing just has a little bit of movement to it. When the phone isn't in here, it does get a little bit of a movement. And then even when you pop the phone in, it still has a little bit of movement to it. So Phone Rebel, if you can kind of clean this up a little bit when it comes to this little button here, I think that would do a great deal because we just don't want things rattling and jingling and doing all types of things like that when you are talking about holding it. So that is something that I would like to see fixed. Now, when it comes to the overall fit of it, the fit has not changed on this Gen 6. The case still fits tight as a glove. It has not loosened up over time. It hasn't done a single thing, giving you an update over here by the camera control button. It is still intact, not warping, not doing anything funny. So so far a month in, it has been rock solid. Nothing to really complain about. And when it comes to that Type-C port, which I think this is something that I forgot to talk about when I did my video review on it, this thing has been plenty wide. I've fit so many Type-C cables in here so far, and I have not had one single problem with a cable fitting. So it definitely seems like Phone Rebel has cleared that issue up as well. But overall, I feel like these videos will be quick. Also, let me know if this is something that you want to see. I can do one on the Kadabe sheath. I can just do one on all of the cases that I've been kind of using for some time. You guys might say, you know what, T, that video was pointless. I don't even want to see that damn video. You can easily say that, but let me know if it's something you want to see, man. We'll definitely keep this going. But this is the first one I had to do because this is a case that I have used for a very long time. In a month. I can't say a very long time, but I know I'll use this more and more because this is one of my favorite cases, if not my favorite case for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, man, fit is still good. Grip has been amazing. I mean, buttons have been rock solid. Haven't had a single issue with the buttons. Protection, although I haven't dropped, I think I dropped this one time. Phone Rebel is always going to give you great protection. No issues like that at all. I just wish they would kind of get rid of the whole screw system when it comes to the camera rings and just make this a little bit tighter because this little plate right here can wiggle when it's on the phone. And of course, you see, yes, this case does have those smudges. That's one thing that I can say could be a downfall, especially when it comes to these aramid fiber cases. Guess what? You're going to get the smudges, but honestly, I do not care. I hit you with one of these. If I'm at my desk, I got microfiber. I just hit it one time, and guess what? It's cleared up. Not that big of a deal. A case is meant to protect your phone, not meant to be the most beautiful thing on the world without any blemishes on it, all right? So Phone Rebel Gen 6, after a month of use, I've really been enjoying this case. I haven't had a single issue with it. I don't know why I just actually changed my wallpaper, but I might rock out with it. I kind of like that look real quick with that whole icon setup that I have going on. So yeah, check it out down below, man. Go get you one on Amazon. I think they're on Amazon right now, if I'm not mistaken. If not, man, I will lead you over to the Phone Rebel website where you can also grab one. Like I said, I've been rocking it in this plain black configuration, but of course you can easily change it up with some of the orange. I had the tough orange up here, but sometimes it was just a little bit too bulky in my opinion. And once again, I did not want to deal with messing with those little finicky screws to get to change the camera lens. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below if you're rocking the Phone Rebel Gen 6, how are you liking it? Give me the feedback. They also could use feedback, all right? So hopefully they'll see this video and kind of fix and clear up some things, man. So don't let me be the only one kind of voicing my likes and dislikes about the case. Do the same thing down in the comment section down below. If you missed the full review video that I did of the Phone Rebel Gen 6, I'll be sure to leave that video right here.